Hi guys, it's Angelia. How's everybody doing today? Well, another day to show you the square and another beautiful day here today again. I am so grateful for it too. Yeah, I just wished it was just a little bit cooler, but I tell you what, if I could just have every day like today from here on out, I'd be tickled to death. It is, but it's just not too bad, not enough to to break out a heavy sweat, but it still just needs to be a little breezy, and I am ready for all of that. But anyway, I wanted to get up here and to show you guys the square and yeah, just chat, I guess. But anyway, first, before I do that, I just want to say thank you again to all the birthday wishes and everything. You guys are so sweet, and I went and read every one of them. I read them all that night, which was yesterday, and then I went back today and read them again, and then I commented. So thank you guys so much. Y'all absolutely made my day, and I still feel like it's my birthday today. But I didn't get any yarn though. Oh yeah, I almost went to Walmart, but I didn't because I thought, well, I need to go get this one, and I didn't even think about it yesterday. A couple of other projects that I'm wanting to make, and it completely slipped my mind because I was so excited about getting the yarn that I got yesterday for the projects I'm wanting to make free. I tell you guys, I have I have crochet anxiety today. Let me tell you, I am so, I don't know if it's anxiety. I'm just, I don't know, would you call it crochet anxious? I don't know. I'm just anxious today, and what I'm anxious about is to get this blanket finished so I can show you guys, and so I can get started on all the other ones I'm wanting to, continue on, which I still work on. I'm working on my, what's it called, the rectangle one, and the one I showed Whip Wednesday, and the one I was just talking about yesterday that I really want to try to see if I can, make it. I don't think it's not going to be hard. It's just I just got to figure out how I'm going to put it together, what I'm making. Yeah, so I don't know. But I'm anxious to get, really going on it strong. But then I know in the back of my mind, I got to finish some of these other projects that I have sitting on my desk in my, my craft room. And I should have already had one of them done. And the other one, all it likes is a front leg and two back. And it don't like much. And that one's been sitting there for a month, if not longer. I'm pretty sure it's been longer than that. And but I really want to get started on these others. And then, like I said, I got a couple of more um, projects that I'm wanting to do that are actually they're amigurumi. So I need to get on the ball. But I've been anxious today because I just want to do it all. But anyway, just want to get up here and show you how it turned out last night, and then I'll explain how I'm going to do this right now. But anyway, before I do that, I've got some new yarny friends up here, and welcome to the chaotic, I guess you could say chaotic sounds on this channel. And I say that because I've got farm animals, and I've got a cat. And speaking of Sly, he's one that showed up. I've mentioned before. I don't even remember how long it's been now, but he was one of those ones where he wouldn't let nobody touch him. And then I've learned from a previous cat, you just don't force yourself on them. When they're ready for you to touch them, they'll let you. And so I finally just, quit trying to do that. So when he showed up, I just let him be the one to decide if he wanted to be my friend or not. And so anyway, we've had him for a few years, and he is my buddy. He, you know, I'm his mama, I guess you could say. And so, but he'll let hubby touch him, kind of, sort of, but he won't. Hubby has never picked him up. He's afraid because he's got claws, and he don't know if he'll just got like come on, unwound like a top. But he'll let me pick him up and everything. And so he'll let me hold him and do all that kind of stuff. But I think Sly's mad at me right now. And I say that is because here in the last, you know, hubby's normally home, during the week, so he's been letting me sleep in. And normally I get up and I help him do the chores. We do the chores together and everything. But he's been letting me sleep in, which I'm so blessed to be able to do that, because if you want to call it sleep in, because I don't get much sleep. But he knows I'm waking up several times during the night and getting up and going, to the restroom. And he's been letting me sleep in. Well, I guess maybe Sly's mad at me because I haven't been the one to come out here and, go up to the where we feed him and, take care of all that, because I always give him loving in the morning. And then eventually when I finally go outside to, as I mentioned yesterday, I always have to be the one to let Jekyll out of his pen over here. He's let him out of the coop. Um, you know, he's finally showed up on the, he'll show up on the back porch, and he's always happy to see me and everything. Well, he got in trouble today. He did something else again today, guys. I was sitting out on the porch and just happened to look up, and I seen him just sneaking away down here to the spot where, back in here, and I seen what he was doing. He was eyeballing another squirrel. And I know that's nature's cat to do something like that, but Mama don't like it. Because I love all my critters, and if you guys were here, you guys would laugh at me. You would absolutely laugh at me, because I tell you what, I'll take off running. I'll be in the house, and I'll be looking out the window, because it's just I'm constantly looking outside if I'm in the house, and I'll see him doing something, and I'll open that door and I'll say, "I don't think so, Sly." My neighbors probably think I'm crazy, but I'm like, "Don't you dare be a bad boy. Don't do it." And then he'll keep on. I'll finally have to run down there. I've ran down there so many times barefooted, it's not even funny. And I'll clap my hands, and he'll turn around. I say, "All right, get up here." And he'll come back up to the porch and everything. But today, he wouldn't listen to me. And so I kept coming and coming and coming. And he still wouldn't listen to me. So I got a pine cone, and I just threw it, not at him, but, next to him, just to scare him. And it scared him. And he took off. And I haven't seen him since. He's mad at me. Now I hear one of my chickens going off. Something must have startled her. Actually, what's funny about that is Sly's wanting them to play with him. He'll chase them. He'll chase them around the trees. It's the funniest thing to watch. And he just wants to play, but they don't want to have nothing to do with him. And that's probably what just happened. But anyway, boy, that sure is a long start to telling you about my farm animals. But anyway, I got farm animals, and I got a rooster, Mr. Jekyll. I got a couple of roosters, and he's always sounding off, and he's mean. I'll just be quite honest. He is a mean rooster, and so you got to watch it. And matter of fact, I got in there. I forgot to tell y'all this yesterday on my video. I got in there yesterday to let him out, because we were going to go. It was my birthday, and he was going to take me to do something. And I got in there to let him out. Well, I was so excited, I forgot I take a stick with me, because I got to show him who's boss. You don't, you got to show them, or they're going to get you, because they've got talons. They're like that. And I told the story once before how my brother, when he got off the school bus and we were walking home, because we had a long ways to walk there. And when we finally got there, I remember hearing him screaming and yelling. And I turned around, and that old rooster was getting him good. And I laughed. I'll be honest, I laughed, because, we were siblings, and we just, how it is. We had our differences, but we loved each other. And I just thought it was funny. Well, I've been flogged now, and I know how it feels. Luckily, I haven't been flogged by Jekyll with those long talons, but I about got it yesterday. And because I forgot to bring my stick, and I was all excited about going. And when I turned around, I heard him running at me, and I didn't have nothing. And so all I did is I just kind of did something with my hands to make him stop. And I just went, "Don't you even think about it, boy." And I just stood there staring at him. And I did. I stared at him for a long time. And I said, "You just get." And he did. He turned and he just walked off. So, I don't know. I guess I intimidated him or something. I just showed him, by God, you're not going to do that. Because he has gotten after me before out in the yard, before we started keeping him in there, in the pen, and the pen area and stuff, that I finally would get so mad at him sometimes that I chase him. You know, I tell him I ain't putting up with this, and he didn't like that. But anyway, that's my rooster for you. But the other one is super, super nice so far. Now, I shouldn't have said that. I know he'll probably come at me now, but he's been sweet so far. His name is Mellow Yellow. Hubby named him that, so we'll see. But anyway, now I've got dogs and everything, so you're liable to hear all kinds of stuff, and hubby in the shop working on his cutting and sawing, and you'll hear that, and sometimes it sounds like a woman screaming. and then you'll hear the wildlife out here, birds and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so a long introduction there, and I am from Arkansas, if I didn't mention that. Anyhow, I am making a Scrappy Granny Square Christmas blanket. I think that's how I say it. And it's so much fun, and I enjoy doing it because I love scrappy projects. And so I asked hubby if he'd just go in there and pick out some scrap yarn for me and throw it in the bag, and two different, like a variegated and a solid, because I got to have at least a little bit of say so on the squares. One solid and one variegated, because I have OCD, like I mentioned before. And sure, he didn't care. So anyway, he puts two different ones in the bag, and then I don't know, and y'all don't know until I reveal it. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it very much. And so I, like I said, I've been working on this ice cream blanket, and I'm going to show you, and then I'll explain the pattern and who it's by. Now, let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, this is the one last night. I feel like I'm a mile away, but then when I scoot up, I feel like I'm right in y'all's face. But anyway, here it is. This is the one that I did last night, and part of it was last night, and some of it was today, because I was tired last night after all that running around I did. But anyway, let me flatten it down, because I've had it wadded up. That's how it turned out, and I think it turned out so pretty. I love all these different colors. I did use a red cherry, but it kind of gets lost in there. But when in person, you can really see it better. But I ain't worried about it. Kind of like almost that one looks like it's lost. But this was so much fun to make, and I've enjoyed it. Now, this is a free pattern by Sewrella, and it's free on her blog, and she has a video tutorial on how you can make this. And it's also off of a bake shop blanket that she has, I don't even remember how long ago it's been when she came out with this. But I wanted an ice cream one, and because I've got a chair in my craft room that is falling apart, and so I wanted to put different crochet blankets on the back of it just to hide the ugly thing. And so I wanted something like this, because I didn't want to do a lot of actually I didn't want to do a lot of sewing of appliques on the back. So I found this one, and you don't have to really, it won't show on the back, because you will sew, let me show you this one, the ice cream to the cone first, and then you're going to make the granny square coming off the ice cream. And once you get the hang of doing it, it's a piece of cake. It's just, I struggled at first, because I like the directions where they tell you which stitch and how many's in the row, and all that stuff. I'm kind of spoiled at that. But, once you watch the video, because I looked at the pattern first and was confused, and then I went and watched the video, and I went, oh, okay, that's where you start. And you basically, what I do, I start over here, but I have to start up here first to count backwards to see where I start, because you skip 3 stitches and you go into the 4th. I think I messed up yesterday and said go into the 3rd, but sometimes you will go into the 3rd, because you're going to fudge it sometimes if you mess up like I do, because you want that cluster to line right up in the middle of the stitch circles, what the whole goal is there. So start from the center stitch of the stitch circle, go up to the top stitch, and go right there and count backwards. But anyway, that's the one I'm using, and it is free on her blog, and I'm using a 5mm hook. Now, the other thing I'm doing that I'm absolutely loving it, and I enjoy it because it's therapeutic for me, is I'm sewing them together, and that is by Jayda Institches, and she's got a video tutorial on it, and she also has a paid-for PDF download if you want that instead. But I like listening. It keeps me company. I do that a lot. I like listening to the video, you know, the tutorial, because it keeps me company. I just love it. Now I can sit there and listen to it over and over, you know. But anyhow, that's what I'm doing. I see the sun starting to wash me out now. Let me see if I can fix you. Well, let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, I pulled you closer, but I might have to put my seat back so I won't feel like I'm right in your face there. Oh my, we'll see. So back to what I was talking about. I kind of can't remember now. But anyway, that's what I'm doing there. And I love this speckled yarn so much, guys. And, you know, I mentioned yesterday that I'm thinking about maybe using the pink or maybe not. But I'm going to let that be a surprise because I really like the way it works up. I do. I love it. And so that was something else I wanted to do yesterday was get me another skein of this. And I forgot. I was just excited about that other yarn. But anyhow, and then okay, back to what I was talking about. This is what it looks like on the back. You know, you don't see any of the, you don't see it, you know. And like I mentioned before, I like to learn how just to sew it back on so I can do some of that applique stuff and not worry about it and just cover the back and not worry about hiding all of it. I want to do that some of these days. And so anyway, and yes, I do. I hot glue too. Okay, I'm going to scoot back because I feel like I'm right in y'all's face. Hold on a second. Okay, guys. Yeah, I bumped it. I'm actually further back. So, you know, before we know it, we're going to be way into the woods. I think it'd be kind of cool, though, in there with the trees, wouldn't it? But anyhow, what was I talking about? Yeah, I done forgot. Oh, yeah, hot glue. I do hot glue sometimes, too. Quite a bit here lately. I will, and I still haven't sewed that one piece in. Look at that. I will hot glue the cherry on. And I will hot glue this little tip down here down because she doesn't do anything with it. And I thought, you know, if that ever gets washed, which it still might mess up since I use hot glue, I don't know. That's not going to lay right. So, and I doubt if I ever wash it, it's just going to sit on the back of that chair. And so that's what I do there. Now I've been doing 4 squares across and 5 down. And so we're about done with this. And so I wanted to do it a little different today. Because like I said a while ago, I'm super anxious. I want to get it done and I want to start working on all the other things too. I mean, I'm working a little bit here and there on some of the others, but not like I really, really would like to tear into it. Because I know this has been exciting to do this. It's a lot of fun and so here we go. Now what I'm going to do this time is since we only have 2 squares left, I asked hubby, and being that he's working, he normally don't work during the week, but he is tomorrow. And I asked him, I said, could I get you to please go ahead and go on in there and, you know, pick my yarn, you know, for tonight. And could I get you to go ahead and do it for tomorrow too? I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and do both, you know, what both squares are going to be. And then that way I can work on it and not have to wait for him to get home tomorrow. And then I can go ahead and maybe get some of it done tonight and work on it tomorrow. And then I can start putting the border on. In other words, jump the gun a little bit. And so that's what he did. So that's what we're going to do. So tonight will be the last night of seeing what's in the bag. And so anyway, I thought that would be fun. Now, I've got 2 of them in here. And I had to mark one of them because I knew, you guys know how I am about forgetting things. Because I've been really bad about it. And so I marked one of them with a yellow stitch marker. I think I even wrote it down if I remember right on my paper. Let's see here. Yep, yellow stitch marker first. I carry this around with me. I know this is crazy, but I'm still waiting on them to call me for my neurologist appointment. And they still haven't done it, and I'm so afraid I'm going to be somewhere away from the house outside without a piece of paper and a pen to write down when I'm going to be going. So I carry this with me everywhere I go, everywhere. And yeah, so I'm prepared. But anyhow, this is going to be the first one we're going to pull. Hopefully he didn't leave anything hanging out. I didn't see nothing. This is the one we're going to do first. This will be for the next square, and then the last one will be the last. And I'm anxious to see. I'm anxious to get started. I'm just having an anxious day. Oh my. Okay, guys, let's see. Oh, it's 2 skeins. One of them feels like, oh, it feels like a brand new one maybe. I don't know, because I've mentioned before, I don't care if they're new or not. I just want to start using them. All right, we'll get the floppy one out first. Yeah, hopefully I'm not pulling the other one out too. Okay, here we go. What color are we going to use? It'll be a solid background and a variegated ice cream this time. Yeah, ice cream. See, I done forgot. This is going to be the ice cream. So that's going to be really, really pretty. Now I'm curious what he's got for background. So this is that multi pink. Yeah, the Walmart has mainstay, and I really love it. I do. I just wish, whoop, about dropped it. I just wish they would come out with a bunch of different variegated ones in the mainstay and some more different solids and all that. Oh, I would be so excited because I do use it. I love it. And that's part of the colors, part of the yarn I forgot to mention in my um, Whip Wednesday, the rectangle one. I need to come up with a name for that. um, yeah, I'm using that too in there, so I forgot to mention that. How can I forget? Because that's one of the main ones besides, my other ones I get. All right, so that's what we're going to use for the first one. Now let's see what it's going to be for the, background. All right, feels like a brand new skein. I'm anxious to see what this is. I wonder if he went and picked it off the shelf. All right, what color did he get for that? Oh, he got the yellow. And speaking of mainstay, I don't even know if I've even used this one. Hey, that's okay. This is a mainstay yellow. I think that's what it says. You never know, though, because sometimes when they say yellow, they look orange sometimes. But anyway, this is mainstay, and this is what it's going to be for the background. So that's going to be really pretty. Now, I'm trying to remember. I think I might end up using the dark for the cone this time because I've been just doing one in each row just to kind of make it different a little bit. But that's going to be so pretty on there, and I don't really know what color of a cherry yet until I get in there and get them done, and then I'll add the cherry last. That's going to be pretty. So I'll be working on that. Oh, Jekyll. I'm surprised Mellow's not sounding off. He's somewhere. I don't even know. Never know where they're at. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now to the other one. So, let's lay that there. I'm trying to keep from dropping things on the ground. You'd think I would get my other chair. Okay. Somewhere in here. Okay. Well, I don't know why I'm not looking. It's in a bag. Here's the other one. Oh, my. Okay. Scrap ball. And it feels like a floppy skein. So, we got another one in here. And this is project bag. Look at that print. I love cats. I love that fabric so much. And so I ended up making me a project bag out of it. And I think I used the gingham on the inside. And it's been a while. I haven't made a whole lot. I haven't been sewing any. I need to make me some more project bags. All right, what color did he pull out of there for the last square? And it will be a variegated background. All right, I'll have to remember this. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's going to be so pretty. That will be the background. And this is that. And now that I think about it, I was just there. And this came from Hobby Lobby, and I could have just got me another one. Oh, I was so excited about that other one, though. But, oh well. That's okay. I'm truly blessed for what I got, let me tell you. Yeah, this is from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and this is called Drizzle Me This. And that's going to be so pretty. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I get confused and not remember. I'm going to put this back in the first bag. Because you guys don't know about my forgetfulness. Okay, there we go. We're safe now. I'm liable to put them all together. I could always go back and watch the video, which I always watch it before I upload it. So that's going to be the background. And what do we have for the ice cream? Oh, we got blue. I don't think we've ever used this one. Way to go, hubby. That's going to be pretty. Oh, it's going to be so exciting to get in there and do this. And then put that border around it and then come out here and surprise you guys with how it looks. Oh, it's so exciting. That's going to be so pretty. I love it so much. Yes, I do. And I've had so much fun doing this. So that's what I'm going to try to do tonight. If I don't, if I can quit being anxious. Oh, I just need to calm down with it. At least it's not about storms. Yeah. And I do feel good today. So I'm very blessed for that too. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And I'll have links down below where you guys can go check out the blanket if you're interested in making you one or any of that. Because I know several of you said you're going to be working on making you one. That's so exciting. I do. I love it. And so I'll say it again. I've said it many a time. You can't beat a Scrappy project. They're my favorite. They're very relaxing. So anyway, hopefully I didn't forget to tell y'all anything. I sure was long-winded about all the critters, wasn't I? But I know how some of y'all like be rambling and stuff, and I like to ramble too. And so I need to get up here. One of my friends up here mentioned that she loves the crochet and chat videos, and I do too, and I need to make some more of them. I haven't done that in a long time. I think the last one I made, which I don't have it anymore because I just lost interest in it, and I thought, I'm not feeling it anymore, and I was almost done with it, was a cardigan. Yep, and I frogged it. I sure did. I just wasn't feeling it anymore, and I think that was about the time I really wasn't feeling very good, and going along with that not feeling good, I was feeling depressed, and it just wasn't a good combination for all of it. But anyway, I need to get back up here and do some more crochet and chatting, and I do want to make me another cardigan, I've actually got one already picked out, and I've already got the yarn picked out. I need to show y'all. I don't know why I haven't showed you. I think I probably got sidetracked. And actually, my daughter helped me pick the yarn out because I've mentioned before, I'm a fall person and I love the colors. So I do. I don't think I got enough. I think I just grabbed a couple. I can't even remember what she said, how many you needed for it. I'll have to go. I'll have to go look. But I do want to make me one with the pockets, because I'm all about putting things in my pockets because I am known for the paper towel lady. I am not ever known not to have a paper towel in my pockets because I'm constantly washing my hands, constantly wiping something off, and I've always got a paper towel in my pocket, and I'm always forgetting them, and then guess what? They get washed in the washer. I'm not a pocket checker. And when hubby, doing the laundry or whatever, he'll start taking the laundry out, and he goes, "Yep, you left a paper towel in your pocket." And so we had to get it out, and then by that time we get it in the dryer, and sometimes I don't even pay attention when I'm doing it and I don't notice it, and then I throw the laundry in the dryer, and then when I go to check that lint filter, there's all that paper and it's all flying out the vent and goes straight out onto the ground. I'm like, yeah, I gotta remember that. I gotta remember not to put important things in my pocket and leave them in there, because I've been known to put, of course I hardly ever have money. I don't hardly ever carry cash, but um, pins and just things that I couldn't find, my yarn needles, whatever, I guess that's, what you sew things with, and just, I couldn't find them, and I realized, and my scissors and my glasses, I've actually left them in my pockets and thrown them in the washer. Luckily, I was thinking and kept thinking, where are my glasses? And I might have told this story. No, this was another time. I went and looked, and they were in the washer in my, in the washer in my pants. I did lose my glasses one time, and I can't remember where they ended up at. And I thought they were outside, and it was dark, and I was just panicking. I couldn't find my glasses. And they were in my jacket pocket that I took off earlier, and I don't remember doing it. I mean, how many times have I walked around with my glasses on my head and couldn't find them? And I can't tell you how many times I walked around with the phone in my hand talking to my kiddo going, I can't find my phone. I do it all the time. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna hop off here. Hubby's looking for me now. He should know. He's going to hold the table down here. I guess he didn't know I was gonna be this long-winded. I'm about done. But anyway, he probably thinks, well, are you still talking? Because it's almost 30 minutes. But anyway, I told you I'm anxious today about crochet. But anyhow, I will make some more crochet and chat videos. That's what I need to do. And that way, if people want to listen to me ramble, they'll see it in the title and then they can watch, or if they don't want to, that's fine too. I don't care. You know, it's all fun anyway. I absolutely love getting up here and chatting with you guys, and all you guys are such sweet friends, and you guys are just, like I've mentioned 100,000 times before, you guys inspire me, and it is truly a blessing that you guys are so sweet and do say the things you do, because I am a firm believer God puts people in your life for a reason, and you just don't know how many times you guys have uplifted my spirits with your kind words and the prayers. You did, yeah. I'm a firm believer in that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here before I start booing, because I do make a really ugly face when I cry. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, blessed day. And let's see. Yeah, it'll be, I don't know how long it'll be before I'll be back up here, but hopefully it won't be too long. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will be chatting to you guys real soon.